Ladies and gentlemen, konnichiwa, and welcome to the Kamen review shorts. Don't know why I do that. I do. It's weird. I do not understand it. My name is Guy, the Kamen gentleman, and welcome to Tales of Iron, our first short review. Yes, if you like games like Hollow Knight, if you like Bloodstained, if you like Blasphemous, Dead Cells, The Last Faith, all those sort of side-scrolling, hack-and-slash, adventure, Souls-like games, you will absolutely love Tales of Iron. I love Tales of Iron, and I've barely played it. And you're thinking, why are you doing a video on this? Because I really think this game deserves a lot more love. This game has recently come out with a new expansion DLC for free for the end game. So, which is quite nice. The developers are putting more content into this game. It is a wonderful game. It has a very cool surprise, which we'll get into in a few moments. But this is a game that dodge rolling is required, parrying is required, timing for all of that is required, with a little bit of a nice inventory management of sort of Souls-esque sort of gameplay, where weight and defense is required to be focused upon. So let's jump into this game, shall we? Let's jump into it. I will be playing up to the more or less to where the game officially starts. So basically getting through the tutorial, because it's more or less what is required here. It's something that just the opening will entice you in, I believe. So, let us jump into the game. Now, like I said, I've already played this game before, so we are going to delete this particular save, and we're going to jump into the introduction. There is obviously easy mode, normal, and hard. We are going for normal, because of course we are.
For centuries and longer, rats have fought tirelessly to repel the incessant frog invasions. Peace was only ever short-lived, until finally a young monarch rose to power. King Rattus, first of his name, unified the rat kingdoms under one rule, repelling Greenwort and his kind back to the putrid swamps from whence they came. Crops prospered, families flourished, and the magnificent Crimson Keep climbed ever higher toward the sky. But as time passed, King Rattus the Savior grew old, and the kingdom vulnerable once more. His people grew anxious, some claiming to perceive a faint odor in the air. Greenwort had returned with a ferocious vengeance. Amassing an army of unfathomable scale, he burned everything in his path towards the Crimson Keep. King Rattus gazed down upon his withered claws, barely able to hold the crown. He had little hope wielding a sword, so it was decided the crown should pass to Whiskers New. Arise, young prince, for the kingdom needs a hero. And so, your tale begins. When his squire woke him with this god-awful noise, the young prince was dreaming about this day, just like he had for months. Now it was here, he better be ready.
So yes, first off, that is Geralt of Rivia. I absolutely fell in love with this game because of that. Like, when I watched the trailer for this originally, I was like, this looks great. And then I was like, wait, that's Geralt. So having him narrate sort of our character's journey and be the narrator of the story is absolutely wonderful. Now, as I said before, this game does have an inventory management system. As you can see on the left here, we have defense, we have resistances, we have various attack skills. We have one-handed, I'm guessing there will be two-handed, and I do know there are guns in this game, which is kind of a nice little touch. And at the bottom we have weight. Now this is where the Dark Souls, the Elden Ring sort of comparisons come in, because the more weight you have, the heavier you are, and that dodge roll is going to be a fat roll basically. So you have three different types of heavy, medium, and light. Obviously right now all we have is the light headpiece. We have no heavy armor, we have no medium armor, and we have two pieces of light armor. Now this one here, low defense, low weight, low resistance, high defense, heavy weight, more resistance. So of course we're taking that one. And here we also have a shield. We have two types of shields. We have a light shield, a medium shield, but no heavy shield. So we're going to not take the heavy shield, we're going to take the light shield for this one. And down here we have our weapons. We have an axe, we have a spear, we have a sword. We're going to take a sword. Very simple. Very, very simple. Look at those. Now, the dialogue in this game is really, really well done, I think. Because beyond...
If he'd known how unlike a dream today would be, he might have stayed in his bed.
Geralt, stop hogging the spotlight. The dialogue shown in this game is obviously all sound-based, because the rats sound like clangers. If anyone's from the UK watching this and remembers the clangers, cookie for you. Well done. But yeah, that sort of musical note to it, and the pictures, the icons that we get from the speech balloons helps put the words into like what they're actually saying, like words into the sounds basically. So it is a quite nice little touch. We're going to more or less speed through this part of it, because I more or less know what we're doing, because this is my fourth time going through the tutorial area. Here's the Hollow Knight comparison, where we have a bench for saving the game and resting up.
All the prince had ever wanted was to prove worthy of his father's crown. He might be the smallest brother, but if he was prepared, he thought he had some small chance.
I absolutely love this scene. Like, in terms of an art style, it is absolutely wonderful. Like, very, very cute, very, very, you know, fantasy-based and stuff. But the depth and the warmth that just this one scene has is amazingly good. So, we need to go get food. Now, food in this game works on a sort of Monster Hunter-esque style, where the food you eat has some benefit to it. It's not just, oh, flavor. It has a purpose. So as you can see, there is a bunch of different types, and each one increases your health.
The bard had found the last of the summer raspberries in the bare basement. The bard was quick to offer one, even though they weren't his.
The wonderful thing, bards always the same. Always the same in these games. Taking things that aren't theirs. Oh my god.
He had the ingredients. His brother, the chef, would make you a feast fit for kings. Or so he says. Reggie only ever gets his brother Dennis's leftovers, so he wouldn't know.
It really gives a good idea of the underdog story for this character. Being, you know, the smallest brother. Being the weakest of them all. And how he lives his life. So, whenever you come across a blue scroll, it is a blueprint. And you can craft stuff like that. So we got ourselves a helmet.
His brother, the smith, could forge armor and weapons to see off any enemy. He'd make some for Reggie, if the young prince could find blueprints for a rat of his stature.
So here is our tutorial mission for combat. As you can see, the description of the quest does give you some idea of what to expect. Red attacks cannot be parried, yellow attacks cannot be dodged. So we're going to be learning dodging, parrying, and just basic combat.
His eldest brother didn't think Reggie could hit a target, even if it was standing still. But Reggie had been training hard. Freshly squeezed bug juice, drink of champions. Nothing better after a long fight.
And also your healing for the game. So you'll come across places and items that will basically refuel the yellow orb in the top left corner, which is your Estus flask for the game, more or less. So, combat very easily. RB, right button.
The training dummy's red attacks were too strong to block. It was fast, but Reggie could be faster. Not even Reggie could dodge the dummy's yellow attacks. His only hope was to parry with his trusty shield.
So parrying does require a lot of timing for it. And it's always whenever they're charging you with their attacks that you have to parry it.
The dummy's final attack shook the ground. Reggie would need to dodge to remain unscathed.
Nope, we did not succeed on that one. He managed to clip us twice. So you have to dodge roll, press B twice for the dodging. So you get that dodge roll itself, not the dash forward. And now, nice heavy attack, hold down the RB button to do that.
If he was scared, he wasn't showing it. He was going to show all of them what he was made of. If nothing else, this'd be no easy win for Dennis.
So here we go. Oh, unlucky. Again, timing is very important for a lot of the attacks in this game. But much like most Souls games, that is a key element of it. Positioning, direction, all of that is required to really get somewhere in this game. He got very lucky there with the parrying. But once you get the idea of the parry down, it really just becomes second nature to you at that point. I almost messed that one up. And it is very easy to mess up some of the attack, like the timings. But eventually you do get the hang of the rhythm and you get to notice the animations for the attacks and realize what they are. Because a lot of the times you don't really see the reds or the yellows.
Proved himself a worthy heir to his father's kingdom. was about to come apart.
Yeah. Unlike, well, much like all first major bosses in in these types of games, this one is one you're meant to lose. So, that is going to be the end of this video, folks. The reason why I'm stopping here specifically is because I don't want to spoil any of the other content for you guys, because I really want you to go out and buy this game. If, again, I should really clarify, if this game appeals to you and your roguelike sort of metroidvania sort of style of games, if you like those games, this is definitely something to pick up. It is still on sale right now. It is on sale until the 4th of January, I believe, in the the winter sale. I'm jumping ahead a few months there. It is absolutely worth it. Like I said, there is DLC for this game. It is completely free. It's already added into the game. It is delightful to play. Having Geralt in your ear throughout the entire gameplay is a wonderful thing if you're like me and you absolutely adore The Witcher. And it is just a wonderful game. The end content, which I've seen in the trailers, looks a lot of fun, and there's a lot of very interesting boss fights and mechanics, and like I said, there's guns in this game, which really changes up the mentality of the game as well. Going from a simple like hack and slash sword game to a shooty game, which is fun times indeed. But yeah, like I said, it is on sale right now. Tales of Iron, very worth checking out if you like these games, and I hope this weird little format was up to your taste. You like this sort of content, because I like making this. This was very much a spur of the moment thing of going, I want to talk about this game, but I don't want to script it. I just want to talk about it, and I just want to show you. Literally, that's the whole point of these reviews, is to show the games. With the long form ones, it is more talking about why it's good. Here it's just going, hey, look, shiny thing, shiny, look at it, shiny. So, enjoy, folks. Have a wonderful new year, and I shall see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye for now.